Hi. I'm in the forest, surrounded by amazing birds, bellbirds. We might be able to hear them, and many hundreds, probably thousands of cicadas. I wanted to share today about my experience of my focus this month, which has been to observe how I react, how an old version of myself comes forward and why in certain situations. And it's been really good to watch and not be overly affected by situations or experiences where I've normally reacted a certain way, and created like separation from the character Dani, and watch from more of a perspective of what it's showing me rather than just react to the moment. And I have been shown that there's many instances where myself or people around me quickly fall into victim. And it's such a payoff for the ego, for the mind, to be the victim, because on some level we get to be seen or heard, but most of the time we don't realize that we are being the victim, and we just think it's a normal part of existence or a normal way of expressing or feeling. However, it actually gives us something and feeds a loop that keeps us coming back for more. And all we have to do is observe how we are reacting. We'll take a pause before we do react and see what is about to play out. And that's when you have the choice to create a different experience for yourself based on how you choose to respond. And this doesn't mean not speaking your truth, and it doesn't mean making yourself small. It just means stop for a moment and realize what your truth is. And when you realize what your truth is, how you're feeling in that moment, then you can express from that place of truth. I feel like to really make change in your life, you need to reflect and take a hard look at situations and realize that the external world is constantly showing you what you either don't want to see or what you haven't been able to see. And this helps you. It's actually a guide to creating change and choosing new ways to respond to the information that's coming towards you. Part of the information that we don't like to look at, I feel, the mind doesn't like to look at, the identity doesn't like to look at, is the payoff that we get for repeating situations and blaming it on the external world, that it's them, it's whatever's happening outside of there. But when we look at the payoff, that's when it gets real, because we have to acknowledge that we are the ones to blame. We are the ones that need to have a look at why our life is the way it is, and why certain things keep repeating, certain experiences keep repeating, the same people come into our lives time and time again. What is it showing us that we're not willing to see? And why do we choose to repeat it? And this month has been highlighting this for me extremely, which has been an experience in itself, very up and down. noticing things. But as I have spoken before, if you can take a space from the identity and realize it is just information coming towards you, you can start to filter and use the information as a tool rather than turn it into some victim story. Most of the world lives in victim consciousness or moves into victim consciousness very easily. So my message today is to have a look at what's happening in your life, have a look at it closely, and be honest with yourself. What is your body showing you? What is the external world showing you that you are not willing to take a look at? Then ask yourself, why am I not willing to have a look at this? And then ask yourself, who's the one not willing to look? And things will start to unravel. Sending you much love.